What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF, man, back with another post-game recap. As the Lakers dropped this game to the Dallas Mavericks, 123 to 130. Unfortunately, man, where do I start? Yes, it was an old school, old-fashioned shootout. However, our defense did not show up when we needed it the most. Man, it's horrible. Also, I thought there were some coaching mistakes by Luke Walton. Definitely not going to be too hard on him because it's the first game. But there was definitely some tough mistakes. Not just Isaiah Thomas. Yes, Isaiah Thomas was a defensive liability on some possessions, and they exploited maybe about 4 or 5. I counted them. But at the same time, the whole team was playing horrible pick-and-roll defense. Most of the time, it wasn't even Isaiah Thomas's guy that was scoring. It was somebody that was rolling to the basket. We had no paint protection. I was upset with the rotation that Luke Walton put in the end. It's crazy, man. Honestly, I was not happy that Josh Hart didn't end the game. KCP should have been out. Josh Hart was shooting lights out this game. He should have been in if we were going to leave IT out there. However, the defense, when they put in that 7-footer, there was nothing we can do. Honestly, I thought Channing Frye should have got some playing time to help us stretch the floor. It was disappointing to see Luke Walton not put him in. And honestly, it was a total lack of creativity from the head coach. We were up by 1 point with 4 minutes to go, and then the referees called some ridiculous calls, man. Honestly, yes, the defense was horrible as well, and we missed free throws, so it was a culmination of all kinds of bad things. On top of that, they were shooting lights out, so it was just the perfect storm. Not really gonna blame any particular people for this game. However, I thought the coaching could have been a lot better, and the reffing was poor. It was horrible, actually. But yes, Isaiah Thomas is going to be a liability at times on the defensive end. However, Luke Walton has to match up better than what he did. Honestly, we were playing too small. Yes, Brook Lopez was trash, but when they put their tall center inside, we could have easily posted Brook Lopez in there, man. It was really sad to watch the fact that Luke Walton just let this game get away. He didn't make any adjustments to the rotation. I'm sorry. And it was just sad, but it was a good game. Isaiah Thomas had a great offensive game. He really put his imprint on this game. He had 24 points. He had 7 assists, so it was really good on his part. I thought Julius Randle beasted. He was close to a triple double. It was 26, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Brandon Ingram was good, except in the fourth quarter. There was a couple of plays where they were too predictable. They got blocked going inside. Randle turned the ball over, so it was a collective collapse, all in all, right? Even Isaiah Thomas turned the ball over there late in the fourth quarter. So overall, first game, I'm very impressed with Isaiah Thomas. I would like to see more of Channing Frye. But I think in the fourth quarter, if they're exploiting us with Isaiah, we should have subbed in Josh Hart, okay? And I don't care if it was for Isaiah Thomas or for KCP, but Josh Hart was balling. I did not like that they took away his minutes. Yes, the ref killed us, but I did not like Luke's rotations there at the end at all. And defensively, we sucked on pick and roll, man. We got dunked on by another no-name guy. That changed the whole course of the game as well. It was horrible, man. But all in all, like I said, I'm glad with the new addition. I can't wait to see what he does at home for us in Staples Center when we get back there after the All-Star break. We play Wednesday. We play the Pelicans, man. These are the games we need to win, but we've struggled. We have struggled all year long with teams like the Dallas Mavericks. And it's a shame. We haven't won in Dallas, I guess, since, 2014, 2013? I don't even know. But it was just bad, man. It was all over. It was bad. We were overcompensating for Isaiah Thomas. Well, again, that's on Luke Walton. If he doesn't sub him out, that's up to him. I thought Isaiah played a spectacular offensive game. Defensively, yes, he was exploited at times. But that has happened throughout his career. You got to give some to get some. However, the whole team, like I said, Julius Randle was exploited down low. Dirk Nowitzki had his way. I thought Brook Lopez was horrible offensively. He kept settling for threes, and he only punished the defense down low a couple of times. It was really frustrating. But at the end of the day, man, this game was lost because we didn't play defense at all. Not just Isaiah Thomas, the whole team. The whole night, the Mavericks were shooting. I mean, they dropped 130 points on us. We gave up 30 points in that fourth quarter. We had already given up 100 points by the end of the third quarter, so it was bad, man. Dan, KCP missed some clutch free throws. It would have made them. The game would have been over. Not just KCP, man. Julius Randle missed some. Everybody was missing some there in the end. Dan, we just won in Dallas a couple of months ago. Really? I don't remember that. Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad that you know, Ingram, Randle, Isaiah Thomas, Josh Hart balled out. But then, you know, again, KCP, he was okay, I guess. I didn't like what we got out of Brook Lopez at all tonight. Tonight we did miss. I'm not gonna lie, we did miss Larry Nance Jr. because his ability to switch out to guard 5s and 4s, right, on the pick and roll. We got killed on the pick and roll. Brook Lopez was too slow, and Julius Randle, he loses. I guess he loses concentration or focus because he gets lost out there as well. Yeah, Kuzma had 15 rebounds. That was nice as well. He was balling. But yeah, Kuz, Randle, KCP, they all missed free throws. Agree. Dan, why can't we fire Luke Walton? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, but it is what it is. Sign one max and sign Randle. We need Lonzo back. The team is so sloppy. Yeah, we do get sloppy at times. We need somebody to get us into our sets, but I've been saying it all year, even when we were winning, you know. It sucks. Yeah, we missed Larry tonight, all right? His rotations on guarding bigs. Even that Norman Powell guy had a crazy game. I mean, he was hitting mid-range jump shots, hit all his free throws, dunking on us. We're getting exploited down low, man. Honestly, I don't know why Luke doesn't play Thomas Bryant. It looks like this would be a game where he would shine on the boards. We gave up too many second chance points on rebounds, man. It was horrible. The Mavs decided to shoot like crazy on us. Yeah, man. It's unfortunate. Dan, why the heck didn't we play Fry? I don't know. Again, that's up to Luke. But I thought Fry could have helped us stretch the floor, especially there in the fourth quarter when the defense started collapsing inside. So it was a shame to watch. It was a shame to watch. He would not have had a game like that with Nance. Yeah, we did miss Nance. But again, we have other capable and able bodies. You know, Fry could have played. I don't know how his pick and roll defense is. Probably not that great neither. But Thomas Bryant should have played. I mean, they keep playing Zoo, which is decent. But I prefer Thomas Bryant's versatility right now. Yeah, they were dunking all over us. We have no paint protection. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people got to criticize Isaiah Thomas, whatever. Get it. He was a liability. But I can literally count how many times he was a liability with my fingers. Compared versus the offensive production he gave us, you know, I'll take that offensive production for 5 times of being a liability a game. I'll take that. But not just him. Everybody else didn't decide to come show up and play defense, man. We were late on our defensive rotations. We had no shot blocking. We weren't boxing out, kept giving up second chance points. All that stuff kills you, man. It adds up. And we missed free throws there at the end after we were shooting good free throws the last couple of games. It was just a perfect, like I said, culmination. The refs called that stupid flagrant, yet when Isaiah Thomas gets totally clobbered, he doesn't even get free throws. So it's just stuff like that changes the whole momentum of the game, you know? It's just horrible. Ed need to punch opponents' private parts to get posted when getting posted. Needed the lucky jacket. I guess so, yeah. I should have put it on. I didn't think this was going to be such a hard game. I mean, we should have handled the Mavericks. But, again, we played down to the opposition. Refs killed us as well. Yep. It was just a horrible night, guys, all in all. First half was decent, but I knew that if we didn't lock in and play defense, this was going to happen. That's why I said we have to lock in and play defense. That was crucial. Unfortunately, we gave up too much wide open shots. Ingram knocking down his 3 finally, at least. Ingram is coming along, man, nicely. I thought, though, when he took it into the rim, that changed the momentum of the game when he got blocked. He should have hammered that one. Sometimes he takes it in too nonchalantly. He needs to hammer it. But all in all, man, all in all, you got to be proud of the way they played. They did play good offense. I mean, we dropped 123 points. We're going to be an offensive juggernaut. However, we got to solve the defensive end of the floor in 2 areas. When Isaiah Thomas is playing, and also when Brook Lopez is out there, because he is a big-time liability. Keeps getting beat on back screens. It's just horrible. Didn't get to watch, but it looks like the team played good, but not good enough. We played good offense, but defensively we're bad. Luke keeps on sticking on the same rotations when they are giving up points. Yeah, man, I don't get it. I don't get it, honestly. Its lack of movement on both ends is bad. Only moves with the ball, not without. Well, he's not 100% yet. He's going to continue to get better, but come on. With the offensive production he gave us in his first game, Let's be honest. It's worth it. And he's only coming off the bench. That's the reason he needs to come off the bench, because as a starter, he will really get exploited. However, their bench players showed up big time for some reason. I mean, who is Dallas's bench? So, yeah, that's, I don't know. Like I said, no-name players always kill us, man. And in the paint, Julius, when he plays small ball 5, I did not like it at all. He gets exploited as well. You want to talk about it being exploited? Julius gets exploited defensively when he plays small ball 5. So we got exploited at a lot of different positions. It wasn't just Isaiah Thomas. Like I said, I could count how many times he got exploited in my hand, and it's tough, but we have to step it up big time. Luke already given it more minutes than Hart. We need a bigger player with defense. Shaking my head, Dan. Shaking my head. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. I thought Hart has earned his minutes, and you know, if it gets exploited a couple of times, I mean, you gotta make a defensive adjustment or a rotation change. You can't just allow it to happen. But that's been typical Luke all season long. When Randle was getting exploited early on in the season, he just left him out there in an island to get killed by guys like Blake Griffin and Joel Embiid. So that's that. Exactly, I agree. Hart should have been in. Even if he wants to leave IT out there, Hart should have been in because he's a better shooter than KCP and a better defender. You need to change that title. Why can't we get Tony Allen? I mean, we can get Tony Allen, but we have Josh Hart, who's a better offensive player. Dan, I'm a Cavs fan now too, because if JC and Nance, you think they win the East, bro? Heck no. If you're a Cavs fan because JC and Nance got traded, then you were just a fan of the players the whole time, bro. I'm sorry, I can't talk to you. If you're a fan of players over team, that's not being a fan of a team. Guess you were never a Laker fan. You were a JC and Larry Nance fan. I mean, if you're gonna go cheer for them, I mean, go for it, man. Dan, I want Larry back. We need his defense and energy. Not gonna happen, man. He's gone, bro. Unfortunately, he's gone. But you know what? It's still a good trade, regardless of whatever happens. We did get that draft pick, and we cleared cap. But I'm telling you guys are gonna learn to love IT. Yes, he has a defensive liability at times. However, he's still a fighter. I mean, there was a couple of times where they couldn't score over him. There was one where the guy missed a layup because he was contesting it. There was one where they tried to isolate him and he poked the ball away. Ended up being a shot clock violation. So, yeah, at least he tries on defense. Clarkson was a liability as well. Maybe not as big as Isaiah Thomas because of his height, but still. Bottom line is the Lakers are getting exploited from different positions because Luke Walton doesn't know how to match up, all right, defensively. Like, They have a 7-footer and you leave Julius Randle at the center, he's going to get blocked. He's going to get out-rebounded. That's what's going to happen. Yes, we should have won. Missed free throws, bad reffing, and just turnovers killed us in the end. Exactly. Tell him Fro be Kobe. Isaiah Thomas dropped 22 points and 6. What more do you want from a backup point guard? We've been dying for one all year. I'm saying. People just like to put the blame on people all the time. We lost this game. We were going to lose this game even if we had Larry Nance and Jordan Clarkson. You know why? Because everybody was getting exploited defensively, and the Mavs were just on. Refs didn't help neither, so I'm telling you. This was our worst defensive game by far. I agree. And by everybody. I mean, we gave up 130 points. You can't switch with it on the court. It is what it is, man. How about play some darn defense? We can't switch it, Dan. Yeah, you could have subbed him out, though. I mean, at the end of the day, Luke is the coach. We got exploited because of it. No, not really. There was a lot of pick and roll plays that didn't even involve Isaiah Thomas. Go back and watch the game. All right? Brook Lopez got exploited. Julius Randle got exploited. At times, KCP Gambling got exploited. So, I mean... You guys want to... See, this is the thing. This is a problem I have with Fairweather fans. They want to base the whole game off of a couple of possessions that were so obvious. Okay, yes, they were isolated, and yes, they exploited him. The game didn't come down to that, though. I mean, we still had a 1-point lead in the fourth quarter. Isaiah Thomas drove and got us the lead back when he finished nicely around the rim. He balled out. What else do you guys want? We knew Isaiah Thomas was going to be a little bit of a liability defensively, but come on. The whole team... And by the way, if you want to blame anybody for this game, blame Luke Walton, because he kept out our best defender, in my opinion, which is Josh Hart. And by the way, he was shooting lights out. He was what? He had like a career high 4 3-pointers or something like that. Why not bring him back in? Also, why not try Channing Frye to spread the floor and relieve some of that inside tension in the paint? Dude, honestly, we lost because our offensive got stagnant and we missed free throws. Not so much because we got exploited by Isaiah Thomas. Just go back. Honestly, I think if you don't have Isaiah Thomas in this game and you had Jordan Clarkson and Nance and they're not giving you the same production Isaiah gave you in this game, we lose by even more. Honestly, because this was a game that Dallas was just determined to win. They came out firing even on the starters since the game started. Since before Isaiah Thomas even touched the floor, they were already up 30-27. So let me tell you that. I'm excited for IT, man. If you guys aren't, that's up to you. But you guys are gonna regret I'm remembering everybody who's talking smack right now. You guys were excited at the half, and now everybody wants to, you know, jump on a guy. One player. You guys want to jump on one player. Go back and look at the film. Damn, we need Isaiah Thomas to play like Pistons IT. Not going to happen. Don't worry, Dan. Magic is not going to have Luke back next season. He probably is, bro. I don't know that. Dallas played the game of the year. Okay, Matt. I remember you, Matt. So don't go changing your AV name. No, Dan, we lost because of Luke Walton, period. I know. I already know. Not just Luke. The reffing was bad, and we missed free throws. I mean, how can you not love what Isaiah Thomas did tonight? He put on a show. He basically put us on. He helped us to compete tonight. We don't have his offensive production. We're a step behind the Mavericks. It is a keeper for sure. Lonzo starter. I'm not jumping on him, but that defense was bad. We knew he was not a good defender. Come on. We knew that already, though. That's not news. You know, but the whole team didn't play good defense. Did Julius play good defense tonight? How many blocks did he have? What about Brook Lopez? Who played good defense tonight? That's all I'm saying. Dan, where was Fry? I have no idea, man. Good question. You got to ask Luke Walton. Do people need to cut it slack? His sister died. Man, it's not even about that. I'm just saying. Dan, you're defending it better than it defends his man. That's a funny joke. I'll give it to you. But I'm not defending him. I'm just saying he balled out. You know? Look at his cross matchup. His cross matchup didn't drop more points and assists than he did. He was the backup and he played in crunch time. Yeah, he's still not 100%. So he couldn't take over probably like he would have had he been 100%. But still, come on. 24.6 assists off of your backup point guard. That's good. But again, I don't blame you guys. If you guys want to blame one person, go for it. You're going to sound just like Cleveland Cavalier fans. Cavs fans are going to find out real soon. They're going to find out real soon that one person is not the whole problem on a team. You know, they're happy they got rid of it, whatever. He was the problem. Okay. Okay. We'll see if they win the championship. Talk to me later. Holla at me if you guys win the championship, Cavs fans. It is not good when you have to cover for a guy every time. Okay, off the bench, you shouldn't have to cover for a guy every time. By the way, every possession we got killed on pick and roll was not even with Kevin King. Go back and watch the film, bro. Most of the time you're on point, Kevin King, but tonight I just feel like you're scapegoating through Isaiah Thomas. Like, yes, we were on a 4-game winning streak, but we had lost 2 games before then, and our defense wasn't good neither. Just saying, you know? Some games are going to be like this. One person is not the problem. Matter of fact, if anything, Isaiah Thomas kept us in this game with his offensive skill set. Just saying. They came out firing regardless. Even before it touched the floor, how many points did we give up? Go back and look at that first quarter. I'm saying. They get hate on it. I'm on the it train, guys. I'm a believer. I think Isaiah Thomas has something to prove, and I think he's going to help us, man. I really do. I agree. He's a beast on offense, but however, a lot of players have to improve, and Luke Walton has to play better rotations. You can't just blame one player. If it was his fault, why did Luke not pull him out? Right? He's the coach after all. So here's the thing. Okay? Our pick and roll defense was atrocious tonight. We had no-name guys dunking all over Julius Randle. We had guys getting this Powell guy. He was getting layups and ones, and they were hitting their free throws. I'm just saying. Yeah, this is an upsetting win. I'm sorry, this is an upsetting loss. However, I'm not too upset because I see the potential. I see offensively off the bench, we're going to be crazy good. Defensively, though, I get it. He'll be a liability at times depending on the matchups, but we have to come up with better schemes. And again, that's on the coaching staff to cover for that liability, right? We want it guarding smaller players. We don't want it on Dirk. Luke Walton's defensive schemes, you got to switch everything. So when that happens, when you have that many times of a mismatch, Dirk capitalized on it 2 times. Okay? 2 times. He capitalized on Isaiah Thomas. And a couple of other players capitalized a couple more times. But like I said, it was only a handful of times. At the end of the day, I'm off the subject. Look, you guys can believe what you want. You know, I'm going to take the bigger sample size. This is only one game. For me, one game, a guy drops 24.6 assists off the bench. I'm happy. Okay? Yeah, like I said, he was a defensive liability at times, not the whole game, at times. Because there were some times where he did play good defense. And as a result, they didn't score. So, at times he will be a defensive liability, but is it enough to keep him off the court? Heck no, man. With his offensive prowess, his skills, the way he gets in the paint and just makes things happen. Come on, we had Tyler Ennis starting. Enough said. You guys didn't even get on Tyler Ennis this bad when he was starting. Just saying, Tyler Ennis gives you nothing on offense. Same kind of defense. So, end of the day, look, we lost. The Dallas Mavericks, for some reason, continue to have our number in Dallas. I don't know why. It's ridiculous, but we got to take it one game at a time. Next game is crucial. Will be wearing my Lucky Laker jacket. We got to beat the New Orleans Pelicans because they're the ones we're fighting with for that, you know, 8. They're one of the teams that are up there, so we got to bring them down, man. But we'll see what happens, guys. Like I said, I'm ecstatic. I think our bench is going to be really good, you know. And we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But defensively, as a whole unit, we have to improve. Not just one man. You know, as a whole unit, we have to improve. Right? So that's just me. And yes, we did miss Larry Nance tonight. But is it still worth the first-round pick in cap space? Of course. Like I said, no matter what happens the rest of the season, we won this season. Young guys look more developed. You know, at the end of the day, we cleared the cap space. We needed to chase max free agents. We've showed these max free agents that we can actually ball out. And now we added another nice little commodity in Isaiah Thomas and a good shooter in Channing Frye, which Lord knows why he didn't play, but he could have helped us out tonight. And we just got to cut down on turnovers. We had too many tonight. You know, gobble up the rebounds, man. Defensively, we got to do a better job of boxing out. All year, as we've been plagued by second chance points. We got to hit our free throws when we get a chance. And, I mean, I think tonight was our season high in three-point shooting. So we already see the Isaiah Thomas effect is already helping us. He had like 4 of them tonight by himself. So very excited, guys, for the future. Thank you, guys, for tuning in. We might not always agree, but at least we're all hungry for victories for the Lakers. So bottom line, guys, much love, Laker Nation. Appreciate you guys, man. Took a couple of your questions. I'm about to head off, man. I'm excited for Wednesday's game. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we get back on the winning track. It's been like that. We win 4 games, then we lose 1 or 2, then we win another 4. Hopefully we could just smooth it out and just keep winning continuously because we need as many wins as we can get to end this season. So much love, Laker Nation. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.